Rupa Goswami Pad is telling in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that no one can attain bhava in one lifetime practice, a devotional service. For some reason he said like that. But generally we see most devotees when practicing for several lives. So when I say 42 years in this life, we've been practicing, but there's a good chance we've been practicing before. And many devotees, my god brothers, etc. Because in the Gita, Krishna says that nothing is lost. Whatever we do in bhakti, it's preserved. That's in chapter 2, verse 40. Nihabhikrama nashosti pratyavayo navidyate swapamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahatobhaya. Whatever nihabhikrama nasha is a little bit swapam alpasya. Alpa means little. So a little bit of bhakti and transcendental practices performed in this life, then they'll be there in next life. Srila Prabhupada from ISKCON, he used to say that if you develop 1% Krishna consciousness in this life, then next life you'll start at 1%. You won't start at 0. Whereas you learn engineering in this life, or whatever, then you die, and next life you won't start talking about engineering. But oftentimes to see a young boy or girl born, especially ones that are born in a devotee family, it's clear that they're picking up from last life. They almost immediately begin playing mridanga or kartals, or they want to go up and look at the deities, or that if the people are a little wealthy, they may have a separate temple room. And the kid always, no matter where the baby is, he crawls out of it, the mother's room, or he crawls out of his room, or anywhere, and he always ends up in the temple in front of Gopal, standing there looking at him and laughing, and then you say, no, come back, stay here and play over here. Then he goes back. You can't repress it. It's an irrepressible urge for the little child. I've seen it. I met people, their children are like that. They're irrepressibly attracted to Krishna. So how is this happening? Why is this happening? This is due to prachin, sanskara, impressions, deep spiritual impressions and experiences from last life, or many lives, that are stored in the chitta, in the consciousness. And then they fructify in the next life in the form of vasana, or desire to continue those practices. So further in the Gita, after Krishna is telling Arjuna about chapter 5 and 6, he's talking about karma yoga and ashtanga yoga, very difficult practices. And results don't come very fast. Any yoga, it takes a lot of time to attain perfection. So Arjuna asks the obvious question, well, what happens if one doesn't attain, he doesn't make it, he doesn't get the goal? Does he? Because in material life you either win or you lose. Not two people don't win, one wins and everybody else loses. So either you pass the exam and you graduate, or you fail and you don't graduate. So with all yoga, either you're perfect and you get mukti, and if you're not perfect, you get birth, janam, punarjanam. So this is the natural question. So then Krishna explains in the Gita, it's in the 6th chapter, towards right practically at the end, when the last verse is verse 44. He says that Purva abhyasa hriyate avasha bhajan apakwo patet abhadram abud kim. It says due to, and then the translation is, due to immature bhajan, or immature, not fully matured. In other words, we haven't attained prema. Due to immature bhajan, or practice of bhakti, a devotee may fall, yet nothing unfavorable will happen to him. That's why it says here, bhajan apakwo patet. There's paka and apaka. The same in Hindi. This is Sanskrit. Bengali is similar, maybe also Aryan. Paka means cooked or ripe. A ripened fruit is all paka. No, it's apaka, apakwa. So this is apakwa, bhajan apakwa. Bhajan is not, you have not attained the fruit. It is not ripe yet. It is not, no flower has come on the bhakti lata. No prema phal, fruit of prema has appeared. And patate means you fall. Patate means to fall. So if you fall, then Krishna says, abudkim abhadram. Nothing will happen, no abhadram, nothing inauspicious will happen to him. And what does he say? He says, purva abhyasa riyate avasha. He said that in the next life, he will pick up where he ended. Due to previous practice, he'll become automatically attracted to yoga. Purva abhyas riyate avasha. So that proves from the Gita, chapter 2, verse 40, and chapter 6, verse 44, that the fallen yogi, karma yogi, gyan yogi, bhakti yogi, he will not find misfortune or anything unfavorable in his next life. Things will be favorable. And moreover, he will, whatever abhyas, or daily practices that he did, that will be with him and preserved in his chitta. And next life he'll start again. So we don't know how many 40 years we've been practicing. 40 years and 40 years and 40 years and 50 years. This life 42 and last life 52 and last life 62 and last life 82 and last life 92, or next life, this life maybe another 20, who knows, I don't know, Krishna knows, another 20, so that's 62 years. And if I don't make it, then next life 72, and then next life 82, then But this is the progress. We just keep going. Determination. So this is the future of the fallen devotee. It's bhadra, it's good, it's fortunate. And he'll begin again. He'll carry on where he left off. And any devotee, senior devotee, he's after some time and some experience, he'll understand, or maybe right in the beginning, immediately, he or she will understand that yes, déjà vu. It's a French phrase, very popular back in the 1970s. Déjà vu. I have seen this before. I have done this before.